Good morning, everybody. I wanted to show you this brief bit of film footage about the small garden that I've created here in Crossroads because space is highly limited. People build on the full property space to maximize their housing space inside. So this is a little raised bed with bricks around it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be lining it with some plastic, making some holes through the plastic for some good drainage, as there is a lot of winter rain here in the Cape. After that, I've sourced out some old tiles, and I'll be taking those and crushing them up into gravel and putting that in the bottom, probably a brick's height up, so there's enough drainage. And from that, I'll be putting a sand and compost mixture, and some worm tea to really make some good old organic soil content. Putting that on top, and in there I'm going to be planting some beetroot, some radish and carrots, as well as, spinach. From there, I'm going to be using the buckets that I have found around here, plant basically anything else that will grow well in the Cape during this winter season, as there is enough sunlight and enough rainfall. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I would like to hear or see more videos like this of you people out there creating little mini gardens for yourselves.
Yeah, this is Ryan's garden. I want to talk about the challenge that we experienced in Crossroads, as Ryan mentioned about in his video, the challenges that people face with regards to space in townships. We all want to have food gardens, particularly living in the world where a lot of the food we eat is genetically modified, and now you can actually be part of creating organic food that you've seen and be part of the processing. So the challenge here is that a lot of people believe that only schools, churches, and clinics, have, are worthy for gardens, and people don't really see their homes as places to grow food gardens. And so this is a start of something that will help a lot of people to, want to revolutionize townships to start making food and growing the food they eat. And so this is quite exciting, that all the buckets and stuff that we have could be used as gardens, as mini gardens. So we are growing our own food, organic, baby, organic.
All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm breaking up these tiles and making gravel out of them. That is just for the drainage, all right, so that water can seep down and the compost, manure and soil mixture can drain properly so that we don't drown the vegetables. Cape Town has heavy rains during the winter. If you don't have a hammer, hey, just source anything. Anything will work, as long as you get the job done. I think the plan is to make it happen. That's the main thing. Basically, what I've done is I've brought myself a soldering iron to make the holes with. Reason why is I want to make nice uniform holes in the plastic so there's good drainage, instead of putting a knife through it and then accidentally slicing the whole thing open. So as you can see here, I'm just making little holes. I'm going to make 4 along. Just little ones like that. See if I can get them. I haven't measured. People tend to measure first. But there's the hole making process. That's just for drainage. Anything else might be a bit excessive, so I want to make roughly 16 holes into this plastic. Once again, this is because Cape Town has heavy rains during the winter, and I don't want the stuff to sit here and rot because it drowned due to lack of drainage. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do with that is actually push that into place. Just careful there, yeah. Careful, that's hot, yeah. Just push this into place as it is. And that'll sit on the bottom. Now what I've done is I've also got I've got the stones which will go onto this,
Yeah.
and be a gravel bed roughly about 10 centimeters high. As you can see here, I've got some excess plastic, so I'm going to grab some scissors and just cut those down. The plastic will probably go to about the 3rd brick layer or cement layer here.
So how many layers of bricks do you have?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got roughly 5, or almost knee-high level.
Yeah.
This is so that the soil remain soft, so that the roots can actually take nicely and go deeply in. You're looking at, yeah, it's probably about 30 centimeters deep of soil that will go into here. On top of that, once I've done the actual seed planting, as you can see, it is a small space. So I'm going to try and maximize the whole space as much as possible. Even if things are growing over the edge, I'm fine with that. I'm going to cover that soil to keep the moisture in as well, so that during hot days, the stuff doesn't dry out in this extreme heat. Yesterday we had 36 degrees here. Today we have roughly 32. But bearing in mind, that is only temperature in the shade. Alright, what I've done here is I've mixed half a bucket of sand with half a bucket of, call it worm sludge, if you will. This is in order just to aerate the sludge so that more air gets into it and can be oxygenated. Now I'm just dropping it into the bed, and from there I'll put on layers of sand and layers of more compost. I'll also give that in another mix and get it all nice and rich, just to get a good view. The soil is quite nice as it is, but the worm sludge will mix in there nicely and create a rich, deep, dark soil. Okay everybody, what I've done here is at the back I've planted beetroot. In the front here I've planted some chili. I've got 2, maybe 3 coming up, rows of carrots and radishes mixed. In this corner here I've got pepper, and over there in the circle is broccoli, and in here I made some lines of spring onions. Over here tomorrow I'll be planting the spinach. I look forward to seeing this develop, as this is the first kind of garden of this type that I've created. I hope you enjoyed the process. Thanks very much.